Good evening aviators and welcome back to the Soaring Show. Today we'll talk about the new UK Junior Champion, what happened at the Worlds, upcoming events and what the Navboys are up to. As always, Jake will finish up with the weather. First up, the Junior Nationals finished on the 25th of August. It was a challenging week with a couple of fast days and a whole lot of wind. A moment of silence for the tents that didn't make it. While I was on tour of the fields around Northampton, the Georges and Jordan Johnson were battling it out for first place. A day win on the final day of the competition brought Jordan from second to first place, making him the new UK Junior Champion. Congratulations, Jordan. Unfortunately, it was not all good news as we discovered a nasty side to previous Soaring Show guest Seb VDS when he stole a brownie from a child. The brownie thief has yet to make a public apology. On the other side of the pond in Texas, the 38th FAI World Gliding Championships took place and it was eventful. We first reported on the competition when we noticed several scam accounts impersonating the official ones. I'm happy to say the official website was updated to include links to the official pages, but unfortunately 2,500 of you are still following the scam accounts. There was also this picture of a JS3 in the lake and thankfully the pilot was uninjured. And we had a world first when Sarah Arnold became the first woman to win gold in a mixed-sex World Gliding Championships. She was flying in the 20-meter class with Carl Streidick. Congratulations, Sarah. Stefan Lange of YouTube fame was also competing and became the world champion in the 18-meter class. We hope he makes a video about it soon. And finally, the champion in the open class was Philippe 11. Avionic recently posted this picture of the brand new Diana 4 on its maiden flight and it looks amazing. We're excited to learn more about it. The BGA Competition Committee is calling for comments on rules for the 2025 season. The link is below for those interested in taking part. The soaring season didn't really start this year in the UK, but winter is coming. This means wave season is just around the corner. We already noticed a significant uptick in oxygen system sales, so if you're in the market, order soon to avoid disappointment. If you're not sure what you'll need, send us an email or call and we'll walk you through it. The Mountain High EDS system is currently on offer, but if you don't need something that sophisticated, the constant flow system is also available at nearly half the price. Winter also means annuals, and our workshop is nearly booked out this winter already, but we do have good availability in early spring. This means most other workshops are also getting booked out, so if your annual is coming up, at the end of the video, go and get it sorted out quickly. Last episode we announced a new member of the Navboys team and we are happy to reveal that it's Dougie Vance. This means that 3 out of the 4 members of our team are ex-Nimsfield. Dougie will be taking on the sales and support role as well as building and improving the shop. He will join us later this month. And if you're flying in Nimsfield and are looking for a job, let us know. In other Navboys news, our video guide to sealing your glider with Mylar is now live, so please go and watch it. It was very entertaining to make. We are organising a few interviews for the show. G Dare will tell us about his most terrifying flight and what you can learn from it. And we're also talking to Andy Davis about sharing some stories from his gliding career. If you have any questions for either of them, comment below. And now I hand over to Jake for the weather.
Thank you, Dorian. Let's get into the weather. So, the surface pressure chart for this weekend. This is last night, Friday, so Friday morning, going into Friday afternoon. Got this high pressure system to the southwest of us, a very deep low to the north, well to the north, and another low making its way in quite quickly from the northwest. And over the course of the weekend, we've got a decaying warm front, so you can see this thing is on its way over Ireland on Friday night, and it's decaying as symbolised by these little icons here. So Saturday, it suggests that the warm front's not going to have too much of an effect, but I bet we'll see some residual clouds, so we'll have a look at that on the SkySight forecast. And then marching in from the northwest, we've got this cold front, which is going to dominate the weather across much of the UK on Sunday. But it looks like there might be a weather window in the south of England on Sunday. And that would probably leave quite a nice air mass on Monday, but yeah, not much use for any of us that are just making use of the weekend. Now, looking at Saturday, BBC weather forecast. This is at Lasham because that's where the weather looks good for this weekend. The temperatures look like they get up to 16 degrees. Looks like it's sunny with a mixture of clouds, so that's a good sign. No risk of rain on the Saturday, and surface winds about 9 miles an hour. And Sunday looks similar, maybe slightly more chance of rain in the evening, probably associated with that cold front. on Sunday evening. And looking at the Met Office, just as a cross reference, looks very similar. So sun, cloud, similar surface winds, similar temperatures, and Sunday is the same story. Okay, looking at SkySight, this is the potential flight distance, and let's start on Saturday across the UK. So potential flight distance not looking particularly good for Saturday across much of the UK, unless you're in South Wales or the south of England. Now, if you are in South Wales or the south of England, this is the thermal strength and boundary shear ratio. So where these lighter turquoise colours are, we might be getting 3.5 knot thermals. And this is sort of the peak of the day, 2 PM in the afternoon. And it looks like it keeps going until probably about 4 o'clock, starts to decay. But yeah, it looks okay actually on there. And if we just have a quick look at the cumulus cloud base, so starting at 10 AM, it's looking blue, and then you can see this procession of cumulus coming in from the south, and these light greens suggest that we're going to be seeing just over 4,000 feet cloud base at Lasham. In the good bits you get these yellows, which are probably a bit too close to the London airspace. You might see 5,000 foot cloud base. Here in these grey areas it's looking a little bit more blue, but during the peak of the day should be getting over 4,000 foot cloud base across much of south of England. Wales looks a little bit lower, 3,600. Okay, and a quick look at Sunday, just to see how different that is. So Sunday PFD, even worse, but still looks flyable in the south of the UK. And we'll just look at the same charts for comparison. They look very similar. The only difference is this cold front is a bit closer, but it's constrained to a smaller area right along the south coast. And are we going to be seeing cumulus? Yeah, it looks like we should see some cumulus on Sunday as well. A little bit lower, 3,600 in the peak of the day. Good. Okay. And looking at Dave Masson's forecast, so he's talking a lot about Friday being a good day, so I'm sure they're having a good day out there today as we speak. Saturday looks either blue to 3,500 to 4,000 or shallow Q under some top cover. And yeah, that's the sort of wind that we've been seeing. SIDS weather in Impsfield, very similar. Warm front crossing, so we're going to see plenty of cloud throughout the day, light southwesterly. And Phil's weather suggests Saturday high pressure persists, but conditions will be a bit weaker than they were on Friday. So Friday he was saying 2 to 3 knots, cross country up to 400k, so a little bit weaker on the Saturday, and he says similar for Sunday. And just a quick look at the webcams out there. So those of you that are lucky enough to fly on Friday, it looks like you're going to have a good day. And there's the satellite picture. Okay, that's the weather for this weekend. If you haven't already, remember to book your annual inspections, and just a reminder that we've put up a video on how to mylar your glider. So if you haven't already seen that, I recommend you watch that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.